At first glance, they seem almost impossible. Tiny islands scattered across one of the world's largest oceans, rings of white sand and living coral rising only a few meters above the sea. Yet these islands are neither accidental nor fragile illusions. They are the patient work of nature, shaped over millions of years by forces still quietly at work today. Beneath the surface lies the true foundation of the Maldives. Every island begins not with sand, but with coral. Countless tiny marine animals building limestone skeletons, generation after generation, slowly created the reefs that now shelter these lagoons. What appears timeless is, in reality, still growing. A vibrant, living architecture constantly renewing itself under the weight of the sea. As daylight spreads across the atolls, life begins quietly. Fishing boats leave sheltered harbors, following age-old paths through the reefs. The rhythm of the islands follows the rhythm of the ocean itself. A delicate balance between land and water, humanity and nature. In this remote sanctuary, every sunrise brings a reminder of the fragile beauty that sustains this tropical paradise. The Maldives lies in the northern Indian Ocean, southwest of Sri Lanka and India. More than 1,000 islands are scattered across a chain of coral formations stretching hundreds of kilometers through open sea. From above, these islands appear isolated, but beneath the water, they are connected by one of the world's most remarkable natural structures, a vast network of coral reefs shaped by time, currents, and changing seas. In the Maldives, the ocean is not a boundary, it is the landscape itself. Currents carry nutrients through the reefs, tides shape the beaches, seasonal winds influence travel, fishing, and daily life. For generations, island communities have learned to read these patterns, understanding the sea not as something separate from life, but as the foundation of it. The beauty of these islands is built upon a structure hidden from view. Coral reefs act as natural barriers, protecting lagoons from the full force of the ocean. They create sheltered waters where countless species find refuge. What appears peaceful on the surface is supported by a complex living system beneath it. These islands are among the youngest landscapes on Earth. They continue to change with every tide, every season, and every generation of coral growth. The Maldives is not a finished creation. It is an ongoing conversation between land and ocean. Long before white beaches and turquoise lagoons appeared, these islands began as volcanic mountains rising from the ocean floor. Over immense stretches of time, the forces shaping the Earth slowly transformed them. As volcanic islands changed and gradually sank, coral continued to grow upward towards sunlight. Layer by layer, generation after generation, the reef built the foundation of the islands we see today. Coral reefs are created by countless small organisms working across generations. Each coral colony is part of a larger living structure, building limestone skeletons that accumulate over time. What appears from above as a ring of islands is the visible expression of millions of individual lives beneath the surface. Human history is measured in centuries. The reef measures time differently. Its story is written slowly through growth, erosion, storms, and renewal. Every beach, every lagoon, and every channel carries evidence of this long relationship between the ocean and the living world. Today, the Maldives appears delicate. Yet these islands have endured countless changes across thousands of years. Their existence is a reminder that even the smallest landscapes can carry stories far older than human memory. Beneath the calm surface of the lagoons lies one of the most diverse environments on Earth. Coral reefs are often compared to underwater cities because they provide shelter, feeding grounds, and meeting places for thousands of species. Every part of the reef has a role. The coral provides structure. The fish move energy through the ecosystem. The tides and currents connect this hidden world to the wider ocean. Many creatures that live among these reefs are connected in ways that are easy to overlook. Parrotfish help maintain the balance of the reef by feeding on algae that can otherwise overwhelm coral. Sea turtles travel between distant habitats, carrying the story of the ocean with them. Reef sharks move through these waters as important predators, helping maintain the health of marine communities. Beyond the protected waters of the reef, the open ocean brings larger travelers. Manta rays glide through channels between islands, gathering where currents concentrate food. Whale sharks, the largest fish in the world, pass through tropical waters following seasonal patterns. Their journeys connect the Maldives to a much larger ocean system. A reef may appear permanent, but it is always changing. Growth and loss occur together. Protecting these waters means protecting a relationship that has existed for millions of years. For centuries, life in the Maldives has been shaped by the relationship between land and sea. The islands offer limited space, but the surrounding ocean provides connection, movement, and opportunity. Fishing traditions developed around an intimate understanding of currents, seasons, and marine life. The sea became a source of food, a pathway between islands, and a central part of everyday identity. Among the most recognizable symbols of the islands is the dhoni, a traditional boat shaped by generations of craftsmanship. Built to navigate these waters, these vessels reflect practical knowledge passed between generations. Beyond the ocean, the islands are shaped by community. Villages gather around shared spaces and traditions. The rhythm of daily life follows familiar patterns: work, family, celebration, and connection. Like the reefs surrounding them, island communities are built through relationships that strengthen over time. Across these islands, the ocean is never far away. It shapes the landscape outside and the memories within. For generations, the people of the Maldives have lived with an understanding. The sea does not surround their world, it creates it. A coral reef is not a single organism. It is a community of countless lives connected through a shared environment. The coral provides the architecture. Tiny organisms create the foundation. Fish, invertebrates, and microorganisms all contribute to a system where every species has a role. What appears from above as a simple ring of islands is, beneath the surface, a complex living city. Life on the reef depends on balance. Some creatures build, others maintain. Parrotfish move across coral surfaces, feeding on algae and helping create the fine sands that shape tropical beaches. Small cleaner fish remove parasites from larger animals, forming partnerships that benefit both sides. Across the reef, survival is built on connection. When daylight fades, the reef changes. Creatures hidden during the day begin to emerge. Predators move through the darkness. Small animals search among the coral. The reef is not resting. It is entering another chapter of its daily cycle. The beauty of a coral reef can make it appear permanent, but beneath its calm surface is a delicate balance. The reef survives through countless relationships, each one contributing to the health of the whole. Protecting the reef means protecting the foundation of island life itself. Among the most graceful travelers of these waters are manta rays. Moving with remarkable precision, they follow currents that carry microscopic food through the ocean. Their movements may appear effortless, but they are part of a complex relationship between animals, water, and the changing conditions of the sea. In places where currents meet, the ocean gathers life. The Maldives is also visited by the largest fish in the world, the whale shark. Despite their enormous size, these animals feed mainly on tiny organisms carried through warm tropical waters. Their journeys cover vast distances, reminding us that the boundaries we draw on maps do not exist beneath the ocean. The sea connects places that appear separated on land. Long before humans tracked migration routes, marine animals were already following the pathways of the ocean. Sea turtles return to familiar regions after journeys spanning hundreds or thousands of kilometers. Their lives are guided by currents, seasons, and instincts shaped over countless generations. Every traveler beneath the surface tells a larger story. The reef, the currents, and the open ocean are not separate worlds. They are connected parts of one living system, and the future of each depends on the health of the whole. Across the Maldives, islands are measured differently. Distance is not counted only in kilometers, but in the time it takes to cross the water between communities. The ocean separates islands, but it also connects them. Boats carry people to work, to markets, to schools, and to neighboring islands. Life here has always depended on movement across the sea. For generations, fishing has been central to island life. Beyond providing food, it represents knowledge passed through families, understanding weather, currents, and the behavior of marine species. The skills required to navigate these waters are not written only in books. They are carried through experience. Building on small islands requires adaptation. Homes, streets, and public spaces exist within a landscape shaped by tides, storms, and limited land. Architecture reflects this relationship, creating places designed not to dominate the environment, but to exist within it. Every island carries the memories of those who came before, but it also belongs to those who will inherit it. The future of these communities depends on maintaining a balance between tradition, opportunity, and the changing world around them. A shift in the air marks the arrival of the monsoon. Above the turquoise lagoons of the Maldives, the sky begins to transform. Heavy clouds gather, bringing the life-giving rain that sustains this delicate archipelago in the heart of the Indian Ocean. Each drop tells a story of a climate in constant motion, washing over the waxy palms and shifting the sands. The islands of the Maldives exist within the rhythm of the Indian Ocean, dictated by the movement of seasonal winds. Twice each year, these patterns influence the weather, currents, and the incredible diversity of marine life found here. These monsoons have guided life for generations, determining when fishermen travel and how communities prepare for the shifting sea. Before modern instruments, sailors depended on deep observation. They watched the color of the water and the movement of the clouds. On these small islands, weather shapes every daily decision. A calm sea opens pathways while a storm demands respect. Living with the ocean requires constant awareness. It is a relationship defined by patience and a deep understanding of nature's power. When the clouds finally pass, the islands return to their familiar rhythm. Beneath the surface lies a hidden world of coral gardens, a living landscape that supports a vast array of marine life. These reefs have endured for thousands of years, but today, the speed of environmental change presents a new challenge. Rising ocean temperatures stress the coral. When they lose their microscopic partners, the entire reef begins to lose its vitality. Across the atolls, conservation efforts are underway. Scientists and local communities work together to monitor and protect these environments. Protecting nature here is about maintaining the systems that support all life, from the smallest polyp to the island communities. The challenge is finding a balance between development and protection, ensuring what is inherited is preserved for the future. The story of the Maldives is still being written, a testament to movement, adaptation, and the enduring power of the living sea. For much of human history, oceans were not barriers, they were pathways. Located along important routes through the Indian Ocean, the Maldives became part of a wider network connecting South Asia, the Arabian Peninsula, and East Africa. Sailors, traders, and travelers moved through these waters carrying goods, ideas, languages, and traditions across vast distances. The movement of people across the ocean left traces that remain visible today. Language, architecture, traditions, and beliefs reflect centuries of interaction between different parts of the Indian Ocean world. Island cultures are often described as isolated, but these islands have always been connected. Navigating the Indian Ocean required knowledge built over generations. Sailors understood winds, currents, stars, and seasonal changes. Their journeys depended not only on instruments, but on careful observation of the natural world. The ocean rewarded those who learned to read its patterns. Every island carries evidence of journeys made before our time. The boats may change, the routes may change, but the ocean continues to connect people across distances that once seemed impossible to cross. The islands of the Maldives have always existed in balance with the ocean. Their beaches, lagoons, and reefs are part of a system shaped by waves, currents, storms, and coral growth. These natural processes have created and maintained the islands over thousands of years, but today scientists are studying how rapidly changing conditions may influence this delicate relationship. Coral reefs are especially sensitive to changes in ocean conditions. When temperatures rise beyond what corals can tolerate, they can experience stress and lose the algae that provide much of their energy. Recovery is possible when conditions improve, but repeated stress can make survival more difficult. The health of the reef remains closely connected to the future of the islands above. For island communities, environmental change is not only measured through scientific data. It is experienced through familiar places, a shoreline that has changed, a reef that behaves differently, a season that arrives in a new pattern. Adaptation has always been part of island life. The challenge is learning how to adapt while protecting what makes these places unique. The future of the Maldives will not be determined by nature alone. It will also be shaped by knowledge, cooperation, and the choices made by those who call these islands home. The ocean is changing, and the relationship between people and the sea continues to evolve with it. Protecting an ocean environment begins with understanding it. Across the Maldives, scientists and communities study the reefs, track marine life, and observe changes taking place beneath the surface. Each survey, each measurement, and each observation adds to a larger understanding of how these ecosystems function. Knowledge becomes one of the most important tools for protecting the future. In some areas, conservation projects are helping damaged reefs recover. Coral nurseries, restoration programs, and protected marine areas are examples of efforts designed to support natural recovery. These approaches do not replace the ocean's own ability to heal. Instead, they create conditions where that recovery has a better chance to continue. Every generation inherits a different version of the islands. For young Maldivians, the ocean is not only a place of beauty, it is part of their identity, their history, and their future. The story of these islands has always been one of adaptation. Coral adapted to changing oceans. Communities adapted to life surrounded by water. And now people are learning new ways to protect the relationship that has sustained them for generations. There are places where the landscape seems to hold time differently. In the Maldives, the changing light reveals the islands in endless variations. The same shoreline can appear different with every passing hour. A morning lagoon, an afternoon storm, a quiet evening tide. The ocean is always reshaping the view. For thousands of years, travelers have crossed these waters beneath the same sky. The stars that guided earlier generations remain above the islands today. The ocean changes, the people change, but certain moments remain familiar. A quiet night, a moving tide, and the feeling of being connected to something larger. Every journey eventually returns to where it began. After exploring the islands, the reefs, and the people who call this ocean home, only one question remains. How do we carry the memory of a place without changing what makes it special? An island may appear small when seen from above, a small shape surrounded by an endless ocean. But within that space exists an entire world, a reef built across generations, a community shaped by the sea, a landscape carrying memories older than human history. The Maldives reminds us that nature does not move according to human timelines. Reefs grow slowly, islands change gradually, oceans travel beyond borders and generations. What we see today is only one moment in a much longer story. The future of these islands will depend on the relationship between people and the natural world. Not through ownership of the ocean, but through understanding. Not through changing the landscape to suit us, but by learning how to live within it. Long after visitors leave, the islands remain. The tides continue their endless movement. The reefs continue their quiet work beneath the surface. The light changes, the ocean continues, and the story of these islands moves forward.